Good afternoon, guys. This is a continuation to my last video. Now, from New Orleans, the vessels arrive at Cristobal, and this one we are going to travel from Cristobal to Panama Canal or Panama's or Balboa or the entrance in Panama Canal. So let's bear with me, guys. Just take note and let's try to see it together or solve it together. Okay, so this is the trim stability calculation sheet, MB Max Panama trim and stability calculation sheet. Already we put this is already double, so take out this one. And what are we going to do? Okay, so trim instability calculation sheet MV Max Panama ship's condition, arrival in Panama Canal. So to give you an idea, okay, the other one. So this is Cristobal. So from Cristobal, from here, he will follow this route going to Panama Canal. Okay. So again, from here, Cristobal, somewhere around here, he will follow this route going to this one to Balboa or the Panama Canal. Okay, so that is his route. So this is now, he will be arrival in Panama Canal or in somewhere in Balboa. Okay, and take note in departure Cristobal, the diesel oil is 29.5, okay, but in arrival in Panama Canal, his fuel oil is 28.7, so he has a consumption of 0.8 metric tons. Okay, so there is a consumption of diesel oil, and of course his displacement would be 7147.2, while in departure Cristobal the displacement is 71458. Okay, 71458. In Panama is 7457.2. So it is 0.8 consume of fuel, diesel oil of 0.8 metric tons. This will be dark water now. Okay, this will be dark water. Why? Because the density in Panama Canal or in somewhere in Balboa is 0.9954. Okay, while in Cristobal the density was seawater of 1.025. Okay, so we just put this. How is that? This one. Copy this one. Copy. Then we go here. Paste. Density was 1.025. This is in Cristobal. Okay. On arrival in Panama, this is a dark water of 0.994. That's why it's dark water. And in Cristobal, seawater because its density is 1.025. Okay. So proceed now. We arrive now in Panama or somewhere in Balboa. Okay. The consumption is only 800 metric tons. Where is that? Cristobal is 0.58 and Panama Canal is how much? This one was Panama is 7 equals minus 0.8 metric tons. Okay. So the consumption from Cristobal to Panama Canal or Balboa is 0.8 metric tons of diesel oil. Okay, or fuel oil, whatever. Now, let's proceed. The final LCG is LCG moment over displacement, which is your, this is your LCG moment is negative 0501.05, which is this one, over displacement of 71457.2, and your final LCG is negative 70.77. Okay, or you can round it up to negative 7.01. Okay. Oh, sorry. This should be 1. Okay. What is this way? Again, okay. Check. It should be like this. Okay. Or if you run it up, then, by the way, then what is the drop of this 714,547.2 in a density of 019554, your dark water? So 71457, which is this one, to get the local displacement or local density is displacement. Local lookup displacement is displacement or your current displacement times your seawater over your local density. So your displacement is 71457, which is this one. Okay. Multiply with constant of 1.025 over your local density of 09954. Okay. 09954. That is 54. Okay. Yeah, 54. You can adjust this one to 54. Okay. Multiply this one, then you will have 732.43.6 over 09999. You can, okay, over 0.09954, and your displacement will be 7358.82. Okay, what is this drop of this displacement? Okay, let's go to the hydrostatic table. that will be 7358582, which is 73582. Okay, 78582, that will be 12.7, 12.47. Okay, 12.7. That will be your drop, and 73582, and the drop is 12.457. Then you will have the LCB of negative 710. LCF is negative 0.29, MTC is 96.35, TPC is 6394. Okay, this is the same here. So 12.7, 12.47. This is your displacement. Your TPC is 63993. Okay, 6394. We'll run it up. Then your LC next will be your MTC is 964.53. TPC is 963.94, or run it up. Okay, it is already run up. MTC is 96453. 96453. 35, sorry. 96453. This is 53, so we adjust this one. This should be 53. Okay. 53. Okay. Then LCB is negative 710. LCB is negative 10, and LCF is negative 0.29, negative 0.29, and your KBTM is 13.29. Okay, so we go now to the formula. So we will compute for the trim displacement, which is, it should be 73582. 73582. 73582. Okay. Times LCG. What is your LCG? Your final LCG is 7.1. You have your 7.1. And the LBC is 7.1, which is this one. Okay. Just, okay. So, the formula says you subtract this one, so that will be 0. That will be 0. You put here 73582 times 0, and your displacement of, how much is your displacement? 9453. 96453 times 100. Okay. Since you multiply by 0, that will be 0, and your trim will be 0. Okay, no trim, meaning even kill. That will be number 4 and number 5. Change of trim forward is your 1 up LPP. 1 up, your LPP is 215. 1 up of 215 is 107.5. Plus your LCF. LCF is negative 0.29 over LPP. So add this one, that will be 10727 times your trim over LPP. So this is, divide this one, will be 0.99 times 0. So your forward is 0 because you have no trim. Okay. and change of drop up is trim minus change of drop forward. Your trim is 0, change of drop is 0, then your up, change of drop up 0. So kung you now apply the change of drop forward, so your forward is 12.47, up is 12.7, which is your mean drop, which is this one, okay, from this displacement. Okay, you go down. Since your change of trim forward and up is 0, then your final drop arrival in Panama Canal is, or somewhere in Balboa, is forward is 12.47, up drop is 12.7, so you have mean drop is 12.7, so trim is 0 and you are in even keel condition. Okay, it is even keel. So that's even keel. Okay, and there's another solution. Your mean drop of 12.7 minus your change drop forward, so your forward drop will be 12.7 plus your trim. Your 0 trim, the up drop will be 12.7. Okay, so again, I will say again, arrival in Cristobal was 71458. Okay, 71458, which is this one, 71458, and arrival in Panama Canal is 71457. Okay, so that is 71457. There's a consumption of fuel or diesel oil is 0.8 metric tons. Okay, now we will, that is number 6, number 7. So we go to number 8. This will be number 8. Okay, take note, the final LCG is negative 0.1, LCB is negative 7.1. So where the final LCG is this one. Okay, when you round it up to negative 7.1, and your LCB is negative 7.1 from this displacement or from this drop. So the distance is 0. Okay, now we will apply this LCG and LCB. Okay, now this is your amidship. Okay, now from amidship, measure from forward, that will be negative, and from amidship measure backward, that will be positive. Okay, so since your LCG and LCB is negative, so they are measured from amidship going forward, that's why it's negative. Okay, take note here, your final LCG is negative 7.1, so from this amidship you measure 7.1, this will be a vertical line of your LCG. Then from your LCB is negative 7.1, which is the same. From amidship, measure it forward to the 7.1, that will be in a line with the LCG of your LBC. They are in one line. That's why it is even keel. Okay, that's why you have drop of even keel. Now, to explain it more further, this is how it looks when LCG and LCB is in one line. Okay, this is how it looks, and an explanation further is this one. Okay, and on an even keel vessel, the role of the longitudinal center of buoyancy, or LCG, and the longitudinal center of buoyancy, which is LCB, is that they must be in a vertical line. So they must be in a vertical line like this. Okay. So in a diagram, the LCG and LCB are on a vertical line. So they are in one line. So that is what it meant when you are in even keel situation. Okay. Now, continue. LCG represents the combined weight entire of the vessel, meaning the entire weight of the vessel plus the cargo on board and all the weights within the vessel. The tendency of the gravity pull of the vessel is to put the vessel downward. So when you say gravity, it is the force putting the weight, all weight downward. That's why we have to say we sometimes we mention the gravitational pull, pushing it downward. Okay, then continue. While the LCB is the center of water underwater volume where the force of buoyancy acts. Okay, when we say buoyancy, it is the water that pushing the vessel upward because of the buoyancy. Okay, so when the gravity is pushing it downward, the buoyancy is pushing it upward. But since they are in one line, that's why it is even keel. Okay, I hope that's better as I explained. For the ship to float on an even keel without trim, meaning no trim, the LCG, and LCB must be positioned on the same vertical line to maintain equilibrium. So they must be positioned in the same vertical line. So they must be positioned in the same vertical line. Okay, and from my diagram, they are positioned in a vertical line. Okay, this one. That's why it is even keel. Okay, so next. Okay, so that will be number. This will be number. How much? What's the number of this one? Number 8. Then we go to number 9. Final kg is total vertical moment over displacement. So what is this vertical moment? This is the vertical moment. Okay, and the total vertical moment is 72733.1.2. Okay, which is 72733.1.2, and your displacement is 71457.2. Displacement is 71457.2. Okay, so total vertical moment divided by displacement, final kg will be 10.18. Okay, and number 10 to get the GM is km minus final kg. So before you get your GM, you must take your km of the drop of 12.47. So what is the km of 12.47? So you go here, drop of 12.47, the km is 13.29. Okay, so 13.29 km is 13.29. So km minus final kg, the km is 13.29 minus your final kg is 10.18, and your GM will be 3.11. Number 11, to find the GGO, so total free surface over displacement. Where can you find the total free surface? This is your final total free surface or moment, which is you can find this one on liquid, not on solid. So FO is liquid, DO is liquid, fresh water is liquid, ballast is liquid. So all this one has the free surface. Okay, so the free surface of pure oil is this one. Diesel oil is this one, 41. Fresh water is total is 388, and ballast is total is 3480, and your no more. So the total free surface moment is 9072. So 9072 over your displacement. Displacement is 71457.2, which is this one, 714572, and your GGO will be 0.127. Okay, to get the GOM, it says GM minus GGO. So what is your GM? Is 3.1 minus your GGO is 0.127. Your GOM is 2.984. Okay, and this one I did not compute for this propeller immersion, so you can use their formula to have the propeller immersion. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'll stop here of this what you call the trim stability calculation sheet of MV Max Panama ship's condition arrival in Panama, which is this one. Okay, arrival somewhere here in Balboa, or in another picture, this arrival here in Balboa or somewhere here. So from Cristobal, following this route, and arrival in the Panama Canal or somewhere in Balboa. Okay, now the distance from Cristobal to Balboa is approximately 35.6 miles, which is the distance between two ports of Panama Canal. This distance measured along the canal's road, which is not a straight line, of course. So it is 35.6 miles. It doesn't say nautical miles, but it says on by miles. But anyway, it's just an approximate that we use the travel to reach from Cristobal to Panama Canal is consumption of how much? 0.8 metric tons. So this is your empty. Okay, this one. So the consumption is 0. This could be diesel. Okay, now take note that your arrival in Panama Canal or Balboa is 12.47. Okay, that is your mean. Now this is an additional, again, program just to how you call it, how to train your mind, or to give you an insight or an idea or whatever, to give you an to have you a skill in how to get the remaining cargo to load. Let's assume that this is your departure in and loading port. Okay, not exactly Balboa or Panama Canal or somewhere or any port. Let's assume that your mean drop is 12.47. Okay, so I'll go to the program. And this is form number 6, which says how to find trim when handling several moderate weights. Let's say in a loading port, your initial drop was 12.47. 12.47. And that is your forward drop, and up drop is 12.47. Okay, this is where, according to your plan, when you reach, okay, I'll give you another example again, to give you an idea. Just bear with me, guys. Not anything. In a loading port, you always have this loading plan, okay, for your loading sequence. Then you have your for each load you have a certain amount of metric tons to be loaded, and this is your pour number, and this will be your holds, cargo holds, and this will be the tons to be loaded in each cargo hold. Okay, now what I'm to say is this is pour from 1 to 20 until completion. Okay, but in your loading plan, when reaching this pour number 18, and your last load cargo hold example is hold number 3, and you have to load 10,000 metric tons. Upon completed loading this 10,000 tons, the foreman will stop loading and advise the chief officer to make a drop survey together with a drop surveyor, so that both of them will compute to how much cargo to load for trimming to get the target drop. Okay, so let's assume that the foreman has already advised you he has stopped loading operation and advised the chief officer and the drop surveyor to make drop readings to compute for the cargo remaining to load. Okay, so let's assume that upon the advice of the foreman to stop operation, the chief mate and the drop surveyor agreed that the forward drop is 12.47, the up drop is 12.47, and the mid drop, actual mid port, is 12.47, and the starboard reading mid starboard is 12.47. Okay, so the vessel was in evil trim condition. Okay, now according to the what do you call this, according to this is the practice of its vessel, that a capesize vessel with trimming, it should be roughly around 5,000 of the dead weight of 170,000. The trimming figure should be around 5,000, and a Panamax vessel of the dead weight of 85,000, the trimming weight should be 2,500, and the handy size should be 1,000, and mini bulker should be 300. So our vessel is a Panamax vessel, so recommended cargo for trimming is 2,500. Okay, 2,500. Now, since the recommended trimming is 2,500, so I will put here 2,500. So we don't know yet in loading plan, which are loading plan, of course we have the final drop, departure drop of forward and up. This will be we will have a forward drop of departure drop of something like this. But this is a capesize vessel, so we try to find a way to how to find this final weight drop. Since the recommended weight is 2,500, okay? And look at of this initial drop, the TPC is 6393, okay? The initial drop. So I put here 6393. So from 2,500, you divide it with 6393. So what you do is, once 2,500, you divide it with your initial TPC of 6393, and that will be 93.1 centimeters. So divide this by 100 to make it meters in meters. So you put the equals, you click this one and divide it by 100, and that will be in meters of 0.391. So that will be 0.39 meters. Okay, so your initial drop, okay, initial drop is 12.57 at 12.47, okay, and your sinkage is 39, 0.39. Then your final departure drop should be 12.86. You add this one, okay. So this 12.86, you put it here. That will be your final mid departure, 12.86. Then you will automatically have your recommended cargo to load for trimming, which is 2005, but the recommended is 2,500. Okay, so how did I get this figure? Click this one. That will be K8, K and 8, which is your sinkage, multiplied by M3. What is M3? M and 3 is your TPC times 100. Okay, again, to get this figure is K8, which is your sinkage, K8, okay, multiply with your M3, which is your TPC, M, and row 3, times 100, that will be 2,505. So to explain it more further, I take on this one and you put equals, then you click your sinkage of 39, okay, which is this one. Click this one, then you have K8, okay, then you multiply times your TPC, click this one, and you have M3, multiply by, then you click here, times, and 100. That will be what happened. Once, click, okay, put here equals, click this one, times TPC times 100, that will be 2504.97, or let's do it again, equals, click this sinkage, then you multiply your TPC times 100, okay, K8 times M3 times 100, that will be 204.97 or 204 or 2505. Okay. Now, with this final drop or final mid drop, you get the interpolation of your TPC of this 12 mid drop of 1286. So the interpolation of TPC is 64.23. In getting this recommended cargo to load, do not use this initial TPC of your initial drop of 12.93. You use the TPC of your final mid. You should always use this TPC of your final mid of 12.86. Okay? Then you got this figure of 2504 or 05. Okay? Scroll down and you put this figure here. So let's round it up. That will be 2505. Okay? Press enter. So what happens if you load 2505? Take note of the final mid drop is 1286, which is also the same here, and your sinkage is 0.39, which is exactly the same here. Okay. Now, as we already look at the stabilization sheet, the local density and arrival and departure of Panama is 0.9954. Okay, so 0.9954. Your density should be 0.9954. Okay. Oh, let's just run it up. 1.025. Okay, that's it. Then this should be also after completion. Your density, duct water density should be 0.9954. Okay, or 95. So now, this is another way of getting the sinkage. That should be weight times weight over TPC over 100. So I'll prove it to you. What is your weight? Your weight is 2,500. Okay. Then equals your TPC. What is your TPC? Is 6423. Then 6423 divide over 100. Says 100 here. So P1 is your weight. What is your weight? Is this one, 2,500. M3 over TPC over 100. Okay. Then you press enter. That will be 0303892. Okay. This is what is your weight here? Is weight, your weight is 2,500. 2,500. Your TPC is 6435, 6423, 6423 over 100. Press enter. That will be 38922. Run it up. That will be 039. Okay. So that's how you get your sinkage. Just follow this formula. Now, since you already have your this a little bit more of 5 tons, but don't worry. Here 5 tons. This is your recommended, normal recommended for Panamax 2005, and your recommended from this program is 2,505. This you have 5 times more, okay, if you use this figure. So that will be the actual cargo to load for trimming of 2,505. So now we go to trim holes 2. You go to trim 2 holes, and this will be your trimming with 2 holes. Then your weight is 2,505. You have here 2,205. Your loading trimming hole is 1 and 7. Okay. For example, you have no trim, put here 0, and your cargo hold number 1 to be loaded with 1088. Just put 1088. Put here 1088, and number 7 would be 1417. 1417. You get the 1417 because this is 88, this is 1417, and your departure drop would be 1286 forward, 1286 up, 0 trim, and bend is 1286. Your mid drop is the same and 0 deflection. Take note, this is a good program actually because your flexion is almost the same, 0 0. Okay. So 1286, you go to form number 6, which is your departure drop here, or this one. Okay, so in hold number 1, take note that you have to load 1088, which is this one. You apply the LCG, and number 7 is 1417, and you apply the LCG, and your departure drop forward will be 1286, up drop will be 1286, your trim is 0, your main is 1286, then your deflection is 0. Okay, so trim 2 holes, we go now by trim table. Okay, take note, trim table, the cargo to load is 2,505. So in number 1, you load 10887 is 1417. So from your hydrostatic table, look for the forward correction of hold number 1, forward and up correction of hold number 1, and number 7, forward correction. So you go to your, take note, our departure drop should be 1286. So that will be 30 knots, roughly close, okay? So from 30 knots, 13 metric tons, that will be here. So take out this one, make this, so 13, this is hold number 1, okay? You highlight this one, red and black. Then we go to number 7, this is number 7, okay? 30 knots, click this one and bold, and take out this one. So we are now 30 knots, 13 metric tons, I'm sorry. Number 1, forward correction and up correction. Number 7, forward and up correction. So in number 1, in 13 metric tons, 13 meters is 6.60. So that will be 6. Okay, you have your 6. And up correction is how much? Up correction is negative 2.9. So you put here negative 2.9. Okay. Then in number 7, how much you have in forward? Number 7, forward is negative 1.8. Negative 1.8. So that will be negative 1.8. Put here 8. And forward, how much will be in up? Up will be, how much up is 4.9. So put here 4.9. 4.9 positive, okay? That will be 4.9 positive, okay? Now what will be his drop? Drop is you are trimmed by the head, okay? Now guys, usually chief officers, when they apply the forward and up correction, they just leave it like this. Doesn't care. They will just accept the figures like this. But for me, I would rather adjust this forward and up correction. Why? Because, okay, I will explain. If you notice that from drop 4 to 8 to 9 meters or to 7 meters, the correction forward is almost the same. So it's just a matter of putting this correction in the right perspective. And from drop 9 or 8 to 14, these are all approximate figures. This is not accurate, but assuming this will be the position of the correction in this drop. Okay. At the same time, it would also be the same with hold number 7. Okay. Hold number 7. The forward correction here is almost the same. So these are all approximate, and up correction also approximate. So you have an idea that it is not really that same point. That's why we have to adjust to get the final drop of even kill of 1286. Okay. So what we do, we will adjust this forward and up correction that we can get the drop of 1286 even kill. So this is a little bit more because we are now trimmed by the head. So we adjust this forward. Let's say you make it 6.2, say 6.2. It's too much, so we put it 5.9. 0.9. Then you have 12.86. Okay. So your trim by the head is lessened by 1 centimeters. Now you adjust now the up part. Okay, up part of, so this will be your up part. We'll adjust this one. So let's make this 5. What happens to 5? Then you have your trim by the stern. Trim by the stern by 1 centimeter. So make this 4.9. 4.9. You are now trimmed by the head. 4.9. Make this 9.5. Then you have even kill. Okay. It's just a matter of adjusting your forward and up correction. Thus there you have now an even kill. The same with your trim holes 2 of 1286 and up of form number 6 is 1286. So you have now the same drop of 1286. Now there's another way of computing this one. Trim table. Since you want to load in hold number 1, so hold number 7, that you will have a good trim before loading in hold number 1. So hold number 7 is 1417. 1417 here. The forward correction is negative 18. Negative 18. Up correction is 4.95. 4.95 here. And number 1. Then 1088. You have 1088. Forward correction is 5.9. 5.9, your up correction is negative 29, negative 29 here. Okay. Now, since you want to load first in hold number 7, this is actually your initial drop of 12.47 forward and up, which is this one. Okay, this is your initial drop. Okay, so you load now 1417. Okay, after loading 1417, your initial drop would be 1221 forward, and up will be 1317. So you are trimmed by the stern because you are loading in number 7. So after completing loading 1417, then you load 1088 and hold number 1. So after loading this figure of 1088, your final drop will be 12.86 here forward. Up drop will be 12.86. Zero trim, our mean is 12.86, and here you have a zero deflection. Okay, so that will be form 6, even kill, trim molds 2, even kill, trim table is even kill. Okay, this is number 3, and the last program will be form 7. Okay, form 7. Okay, your initial drop was how much? Should be density should be 0.9954. Okay, 9954. Okay, 0.9954. Okay, then your initial drop was 12 point how much? 12.47. Okay, 12.47. So 12.47 forward, 12.47 forward, up will be 12.47 up. Okay, then your displacement is done. Then you put your cargo to hold in number 1. So number 1 is 1088. You put here 1088, 1088, and your LCG is 8698, 8698, and number 7 is 1417, 1417, 1417. Your LCG should be 6632, 6632. Okay, then you put your final the water density of, oh, I'm sorry, where did I put it? Final density of 0.9954. 0.9954. 0.9954. Okay, 0.9954, and then your density departure with mean will be 12.87. Just like this. Okay, 12.87, and there's a difference here because due to their computation of mathematical operation, but it should be 12.86. Okay, but anyway, it's almost even kill. Okay, now let's say you want to trim, you change your mind, you want to trim of hold number 2, and 6. Okay, 6. Okay, this is your trimming hold. Now how much are we going to load in hold number 2, number 6? So you scroll down, then you still have 0 trim. Okay, then how much are you going to load in number 2? Take note, it's already changed here. So number 2, you will load 1002, 1002. You put here 1002, 1002, and number 7 will be 1503, 1503, and your departure drop would be 1086, 1286 forward, 1286 up drop, a mean drop will 1286 zero trim. Then you have a deflection here of 0. Accurate, see? The same, exactly. Then you go to form number 6. And take note again. Where's it? Take note. In number 2, you load 1002. And you apply the LCG. Number 6, you apply 1503. Then 1503, apply the LCG, and your departure drop would be 1286 forward, 1286 up, trim 0, and mean drop is 1286. Then you have a 0 deflection. Then you go to the trim table, okay? Then your trimming goes down is 2 and 6. The load to be loaded in number 2 is 1002, 6 will be 1503. And what will be your departure drop? Your departure drop is now changed, okay? 1202, is that correct? 1202? No. 1002. 1002, 1503. 1503. Okay. Trim table now as because your cargo hold is already changed to 2 and 6. So you go to the trim table. It will be now this one. 2. Click this one. And take out this one. Okay. So that will be now 2, hold number 2. And you go to number 6. Number 6. This will be number 6. Okay. Highlight this one. And number 7 should be so we are now call cargo hold number 2 and number 6. So what is number 2? Forward 4.8 to 4.8. Okay, and up correction of number 2. Number 2 up correction is negative 17. Negative 1.7. Okay. Then we go to number 6. How much is number 6? I'm sorry. Number 6 is negative 0.6. Negative 0.6. Negative 0.6. Okay. And up correction is how much? Up correction is 3.7. Put here 3.7. Okay. And your final departure drop would be even kill, oh? But you are trimmed by the head. So we adjust this one. Let's make this 7. Okay. So I'm sorry, 8, put it 9. Too much? 8.5. 0.5. Wait, I'm sorry, undo. 8.5. 8.5. Put this 8.4. Super in. Sorry, make this A3. A3, make this A2. And make it 8-1. Make this 3.98. 3.98. 3.98. Masa. 9. Kanina. This is 4 point. Put this 4.79. 79. There you go. So it's just a matter of adjusting the forward and up correction. Okay. So do not be afraid to adjust this forward up correction, because in your loading plan, this is already a result of your load indicator or loading plan or load indicator, shift load indicator. For example, your departure drop is 18. Departure drop is already, departure drop is already 1286 even kills of your loading indicator. So we just are adjusting your trim or your forward arc correction to get the actual figure of your departure drop of 1286. So don't be afraid of adjusting this forward arc correction, because according to your load indicator, your final drop should be 1286 even kill. So all you have to do is adjust the point where the forward and up correction should be in place, the exact point where he should be in place. That's why you have to adjust this forward and up correction. Then we go now to the form 7. Okay, this one. Okay, so your trimming hole now is 2 and 6. Okay, so 2, how much is your 2? Your 2 is, 1002. So 1002. Put your 1002. 1002. 1002. Okay, and number 6 should be 1503. Okay, 1503. Here 1503. And your density, okay, same. Click this one, 9954. And this one is 9954. Then your drop forward, main drop is 1287. Then you still have the same results here. Okay, almost even kill. So you have your form 6 to back up. This is form number 6. Okay, and your final drop is 1286 even kill. Your trim 2 holds. Okay, and your final departure drop is 1286 and 0 deflection here, exactly the same. And your deflection here is almost the same, still 0. Then we go by trim table. Okay, trim table, and your departure drop is 1286 and your deflection is 0. So that will be, and your last program is also even keel. Oh, not this one. Even keel of 12, almost 1287. Zero deflection, a zero trim. In your deflection, I did not put the deflection here. Well, anyway, we can put the deflection. Okay, what you do is copy this one. Copy. Then you go here. And you could paste it somewhere or around here. Paste. Okay. Then you put your equals. What is your mid? Your mid is, click this one. I mean this one. And your main is equals. This will be your main. Okay. So you have here a deflection of 0.1. You are in half condition. Okay, this one. But you have how many programs as your backup? Form number 6, trim 2 holds. Okay, and your trim table. And the last one will be this form number 7 of this one. How to find drop and trim in handling weights involving large changes in min drop. Okay, so with this program, you will have your confidence and you will never be short of your program, or you can load more program. No, it will be exactly because of this program. So don't be you should not be fear, and you have your confidence because you have this program form 6, which is even keel here, trim 2 holds, also even keel here, and your trim table. Okay, apply this one, then you have even keel, and this last one will be form 7. But sometimes you will get exactly figures, the same figures as this one or this one. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, please click the like button, share, and subscribe. And please don't forget to click the notification bell. Thank you for watching.